And welcome to Andertons Music and Andertons TV. It's all about the bass. I'm Ollie.
I'm Cece.
And what are we looking at today?
Today we are looking at the Darkglass Anagram.
It's massively long awaited. We've just not been able to get hold of one. You guys keep buying them. I can't imagine why something like this is so popular. I mean, it's well built, it's small, by Darkglass, it sounds fantastic, it's simple to use, and yeah, you should buy it. It's great. Well done, Darkglass. See you next time on Andertons Music. Seeing as you've waited so long, we have here the latest update on it. It's the 1.9 update as of December 2025. I think one of the big things with this is the what it is, which is a massively powerful amp and multi-effects modeler. Much like in the line of, say, the Quad Cortex or the Fender Tone Master Pro, Line 6 Helix and the Stadium versions. From a customer point of view, when we're dealing with people in the store, is that if I've got a bass player, you're asking them to shell out best part of £1,500, £1,800, however much they are. They're not cheap things. It's almost like the bass stuff on them it can be seen as an afterthought. I'm not saying they don't sound good, but as a bass player, you're being asked to pay for all these guitar amps, all these guitar effects, which might not be pertinent to you. That's
something that I've always kind of felt. Until now, obviously.
Until now! Darkglass have stepped in with a bass-specific, because Darkglass is what they do bass amp stuff, pedal, and it's a looker. I mean, a lot of their stuff has quite a tech company in California look to it. They're always nicely put together. This is the result, the Anagram.
See, I've not tried most of the sounds in this because we're going in kind of blind, so I've got my genuine reaction. But when I've heard it just dry with none of the effects, even that sounds really nice.
Yes. So what we're hearing is we've got a couple of foldback monitors on here. We're not going through like a live cab or anything with this today. Of course, you could use this as a multi-effects bass or a modeler, and if you were someone who used an amp, you could just go into the effects return and take out the cab sims. We're not doing any of that today. Anything you do want us to explore with this, please do comment and we can see what we can do for you. Today we're just going to, first impressions, latest update. How does this react as an entire replacement for your bass rig? Let's have a little listen. So we're just on a couple of the presets here. Nice.
So that's just... See, I like the way it reacts under your fingers.
First thing?
Yeah. That's the thing that sticks out to me, is that when I play it, obviously I'll play a bit more, I know, I won't just talk, but when I've used a lot of the other things where the bass does feel kind of like an afterthought, it feels like you're kind of playing through something that doesn't feel that satisfying to play through.
Is it that initial response? Okay.
Yeah, unless you add a load of effects, and then obviously you can get a bit more of its own thing out of it. But this is just nice as just a bass sound in general. Like, I'd be happy to turn up just with that and play.
It's feeling natural.
Yeah, it's nice.
Good first start. Of course, some of the first presets on here will be Darkglass's own. So we have the harmonic booster. You keen-eyed of you may have seen we have vintage microtubes. We have the microtubes BK3. And if I go up here, the Alpha Omega, this thing should sound pretty mean.
Pretty evil.
Nice. Without stating the absolute obvious, so this being a big touch screen, I can, for instance, select the EQ, and we can take a listen to this this parametrics if you want to carry on doing your righteous stuff.
That is a great sound.
Nice, yeah. Sounding thick there and righteous. We've got very obviously a nice touch screen here. You saw how easy things were to adjust, and it seems pretty natural.
It comes across as quite intuitive. I'm not the one messing with it, but when I'm watching you,
Well, yeah, I mean, we've got a picture of a cabinet here, and if I move the dial above the cabinet, guess what? The cabinet changes. And we've got some nice, obvious pictures. So, I mean, bear in mind, of course, Darkglass may not have some names to their models, but obviously it's nice and clear to tell what they're trying to replicate here. So let's have an orange-coloured 1x15.
Mm-hmm. That's reminding me of Rage Against the Machine or something.
It's reminding me of that real wooden depth. Remember we had all the valve amps in?
Yeah.
And you two had 210s and I had the 115, and it was like the house was not shaking but like weeping. It's got a bit of that quote to it. It does sound good.
Obviously I'm not in drop D, but I'll do a non-drop D version.
Rage, yeah.
What would it be? That
Oh
is
God,
so weird.
right.
This feels wrong.
Isn't Testify in? No, Testify's
No,
in D.
I don't think so.
Bomb Track's in standard.
Ah. Is it? No, it's...
I've just changed microphone there, and that now we've gone from the 115 to the 810. Yeah.
It's got a life to it, which I'm quite pleasantly surprised by.
No, yeah, 100%. And also, there's a lot of depth and tweakability, but I think quite a lot of the software-heavy digital products that are out there, there's so much tweakability in them, it can be quite difficult to get to the nitty-gritty and how does this affect my sound. I've pressed into the cabinet and I've changed 2 knobs, and we've got a different cab, a different mic. I'm not messing around with really in-depth EQs or responses or blends, and we've got a really usable sound like that.
Yeah, I hadn't really thought about it, but often when I've turned other things on, again, when it's a bit of a afterthought, it does take you ages trying to faff about and get something that sounds decent.
Yeah.
So it's really refreshing actually to just kind of, I feel like you can just plug it in and it sounds nice.
They just seem so clever, some of these things, and getting them to communicate that to us or getting us to use them is the difficult part, and I just think they've mastered that here.
As a someone not listening through headphones, even just through bigger speakers, it's sounding great. Like, it doesn't sound boxy.
No.
It doesn't sound like it's coming just from something small like that, which is really nice.
They've concentrated on those frequencies that are important to bass, and you can tell. These are the preset modes then, obviously with some Darkglass options in there, but they do have modes where you can make your own presets. Skip down the presets to a plain one here, and I'm in stomp mode or scene mode, preset mode, so you can change what some of the buttons do, whether you want to skip from multiple settings to another load of multiple settings, so you can change lots of things at once within your preset, or we can just build something up. We've got a nice modern bass there, so name an amp.
Ampeg.
You'd like an Ampeg?
Yeah, go on, why not?
Let's go amps and cabs. We've got the Peggy bass there, which I believe is going to be their Ampeg love letter to an Ampeg, of course. Now this is just the preamp and the amp part itself. They do obviously have the cab sims. We can find a cab here. What's your favourite Ampeg cab, CC?
I suppose they don't. Do they have 8?
Do they have the Ampeg 810, you ask? I
mean, not wanting to ask for.
It seems that they're delivering that. I'm just going to put the 421 on that.
It's nice sounding already.
It's deep, yeah. Bit of that ultra high.
That's very, if I can remember it, it's been a while.
Nice. And we'll just do a little cut between the dry and the amp, so you can just hear what the unit's actually doing. And I can just turn the items on and off just by pressing down on the buttons. Nice and simple.
Nice.
There's some effects on there.
Absolutely. So let's...
I've decided I don't like effects.
You don't like effects? This is the last All About the Bass.
Things you will never hear me say.
Well, we've got a very, very cool looking filter here, which I'm going to need to put in because...
What on earth is that?
I've been diagnosed with something. Oh, yes.
That's a great sound.
Yes. Yes. Well done, Darkglass. I mean, you've been selling these by the cake load all year, but the well done from me is what you've really been after.
That's what I was waiting for. Now I'll buy one, now that you've said it.
Wow, you'd need to set your bar higher, Cease. Right.
See, I'm just going to say I'm a massive Ollie fan. So, Ollie Murs, I mean.
Yeah, of course. Let's hear some reverbs. I hear you're partial to some space sounds.
Great sound.
It's a nice
like
verb,
that. I like the
Nice.
That is a nice sound.
I think we found our outro setting. What I was doing there for the keen-eyed of you, I went to put a compressor just on that front end, but you could hear the response was loading the reverb. It wasn't just all piled into one place and changing an algorithm, and that sounds so good. Should we hear it with a classic bass?
I would love to.
Let's put Grandad P into the anagram. And we're back! What? The magic of clapping. We've moved on to a P bass, the new American Professional Classic P bass. We've now got the Tiny Lark 3, which is one of the later updated amplifiers that's new to the anagram. I'll give you 3 guesses of what this is trying to replicate.
It really is like...
I do apologise to interrupt the money. I just wanted to state it's got the modern filter and the vintage filter on the Mark bass amplifiers.
Oh, no way.
Yeah, it's doing that old school filter thing. That real deep Monetowny. Just going to fill that back here.
That's a great sound.
It's got that very matter-of-fact, that Mark bass thing, which is very, very flat and full. I think it's the, you know.
That's how it feels, yeah. They've got a really specific mid-range kind of a sound as well.
Yeah.
That I feel like no one really replicates very well apart from this has.
I was astounded by the EQ filters. It's quite a lot of other modelers. They will set the same EQ on these different amps, which would have been designed and voiced with different EQ points on them. So once you're using the EQ on the device, you're not using the EQ that the amp was designed with.
Yeah.
Whereas they've very clearly put in a lot of work to make this work as the bass amp should do, because the EQ and the EQ points are so important when we're dealing with low end. Right, well I think we should finish up this more vintage inspired rig. I've just added the vintage microtubes from Darkglass. Let's see if they do a great model of their own pedal.
That in a long time.
I think well done, Darkglass.
I think so too. Everything you try and play, it feels nice to play it. Like I know that sounds daft because obviously it's mainly your hearing that makes a difference, but to me I think if you're playing something that no matter what you play, it feels like it gets what you're trying to do and it responds accordingly, and then you can really kind of get into it. I think that feeling is just as important as going, yeah, that's a decent sound. It doesn't matter that it sounds boxy or sounds really overly computery.
Yeah. For me, I think the big thing is you're genuinely quite enthused from playing this. You're an amp person, and we're getting an enthused response immediately.
Yeah.
I think the fact that there's bells and whistles that you're not going to need as a bass player, and it is very specific, and I think they've clearly put so much time and attention into the bits that are important to bass players, as well as the simplicity. You know, they haven't just focused on hyper-modern, technical sounding, mad hyper distortion. They've got the vintage sounds bang on.
I would be happy to just take that around, which is saying something for me, because I'm quite overly picky with things like that. So well done, Darkglass.
I could not think of a higher compliment, apart from for you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Do like and subscribe. We give away prizes every few thousand subscribers, and stick your comments below, and stay tuned for more content. Thank you very much.
Thank you.